What's going on, guys? Bruce here with Bullish Currency, and today we have another Shiba Inu update. All right, just some chart analysis, and basically that's just what I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you guys some chart analysis. As far as news is concerned, one thing I will say about Shiba that's really starting to get my attention is that the average person who doesn't know anything about crypto is even talking about Shiba. And the last time that happened, with Doge, it made it all the way up to about 70 cents, right? So we can end up seeing that happen again with Shiba. It could actually do what Doge did. It could get up that high, and that is still so much more room for growth. And the most common thing people ask is like, when do I know to pull out? If you are a trader, if you know how to do basic analysis with candlesticks, you will know, or you will have indication on when to pull out. Look, guys, once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm telling you what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, and how I see things. That is it. And that's what we do here in the bullish currency community, guys. So Shiba Inu, you see my chart. As you can see yesterday, we were talking about that bull flag on the hour time frame that we had, and it broke out. Isn't it so beautiful and magical how it breaks and magically decides later in the future to glide along your line so perfectly, as if it's imaginary wall you created in the market. And then of course it broke out the structure, the resistance level, and then it went to the freaking moon, guys. As we say on my get paid sessions, to the moon. Moonshot, right? Moonshot is what's happening right now with Shiba Inu. It is absolutely crazy. People are seeing good gains, but this is not the only one, right? There's so many others I gave in my group, like Kishu Inu is I'm not Kishu Inu. Kishu is up now about 5x since announced in my group. And there's so many others. I mean, there's so many others that you can capitalize on. So when do we know, when should we pull out? Well, guys, there are some basic patterns I basically would look for if I'm thinking bearish. If I'm thinking this could possibly turn around and go down. We don't like to think that way. We're very bullish over here. I'm still very bullish on Shiba, but I'm going to tell you what to look out for, so you don't rely on my updates, on my videos or anything, so you can know when to pull out. Not that it's going to be 100% accurate, and not that this is financial advice, but this is just something I would consider. This is what I'm showing you today, all right? So right now, we have somewhat of another bull flag forming on the hourly, right? Let me see the 4 hour. Yeah, on the hourly. What about the half hour? Yep. So on the hourly, we kind of have a bull flag forming right now. Earlier, on my chart on my phone, I had it drawn from here to here. Now I am expecting it to potentially drop a little bit lower. There is a chance. But so far, these are the lines I drew on my chart on my phone. And so far, it was actually the last three candles. You can see the last three candles magically respecting this line here, right? As I have it drawn on my phone. And now let's see what happens on this current candle. Well, so far respecting what I would expect to see if this is really going to form a bull flag right now, or a bull flag-ish pattern. Because there's so many other patterns that are, similar, right? I would expect this to still stay in this area and close the same way the last two candles close. I would possibly expect more of a bullish candle, to be honest. But, once we see it coming in closer, if it's still respecting these lines, if it's still respecting this pattern, and it's not just breaking through or, whatever, then we're good. I would expect some bullish behavior to start picking up soon, within the next couple of hours, basically, any hour now. And then I would like to see some hour candles start to break out of this area here so that we can return to previous highs. And then, of course, make a new high. Because we always got, you just trap the market, guys. You just set your traps. The market is trapped right here. All right, so now here's the big question everybody asks. How do I know when to pull out? All right, so this bearish behavior patterns, like, for examples, I'm very bullish, so I like to see M's. I like to see, W's. All right, that's bearish behavior. So if I'm very bullish on something, I'm looking for W's. I'm looking for continuation patterns. I'm looking for breaks of resistance levels and bullish flags. These types of confirmations. Now, if I'm thinking something might turn around soon, might start to reverse, then I'm looking for the opposite. I'm looking for an M pattern. Is there an M forming, right? Is there an M forming? I'm looking for some regular head and shoulders patterns, right? Not inverted, just a regular head and shoulders. Right? I'm looking for certain things. Like, for example, yesterday when this happened and it dropped, right? I was keeping my eye on it. It actually formed a W in this area on the smaller time frames, and then came back up to basically almost returned to previous highs. When it came up here and I saw a candle like this kind of just exhaust itself and really close very weak, a very weak bull candle. And then I saw the next candle close as a bearish engulfing, like it's basically bigger than the previous candle going in the opposite direction. I felt like I was looking at a head and shoulders. So I kind of knew there was going to be a drop. And the drop happened right back to the same level that it created. So that's actually a good spot, was a good spot, to buy some more if you're still bullish with it. Now, overall, we do see that we could be forming, it failed to make a new high, right? And overall, we could be forming some kind of M right now, right? So if I see this M, right, because we got this big old bearish engulfing candle on the 4-hour time frame. If I start to see this M really form and solidify, and the flag is no good, no valid, then, and I see it break this support level, yeah, there's big chances it can drop down, back into this area and maybe even all the way back down here where it broke originally, which is no big deal because obviously the next rally could bring it all the way back up. But, for those who are, trying to be smart with their crypto investments and buy the dip and, sell at the right time to get back in at the right time, the right time to get out was somewhere up here because I'm almost positive there was probably a 15-minute M pattern, right? Let's go check. Let's check all the way up there. There's probably some kind of M pattern all the way up there on the smaller time frames. So somewhat of an M right here. I like these type of sideways low M. So there's no M right here on the 15-minute, but let's check the 5-minute, right? And see what was up there. What was happening up there. So we do have somewhat of an M pattern up there that formed and eventually broke. But yeah, I would be looking for M's, head and shoulders, right? Things like that, which would be telling me it's probably time to get out. Not saying that I would get out with all my money, right? But maybe to take some money, move it around, put it into some other investments, to diversify into other coins that could be making gains as well, or just pulling out just to get back in at a better price when it's done making this retracement like it is right now. It's making a retracement. So all that, when I see those patterns, the M's, the head and shoulders, the bearish engulfing candles going bearish, going against being bullish, I start to already think, man, this might be a time for it to pull down a little bit. So we got this hour candle right now with 30 minutes left. I don't mind if it drops and stays here. That still keeps it forming somewhat of a flag, but I would definitely rather it pull up. So as you can see, as of right now, from this low right here to the previous high, the 618, it's literally bouncing off the 618 area on the Fibonacci. So that's exactly where I would have been looking. Once I saw this reversing and we had this big bearish engulfing candle, you could have put your fibs and you would have known that it was most likely going to drop all the way down to this area. If you understand Fibonacci retracements, you typically see these type of retracements after a big impulsive move. You definitely see some kind of retracement, at least 30%, 20%, but a lot of times you get these type of retracements, down to the 618. So this was an area for buys right here for sure. right? So as of right now, guys, I'm just gonna be honest. As of right now, I'm keeping a very close eye on it because I really want to see this bull flag get fully formed and respected and then broken out of. Because every time we've seen that so far with most pairs and anything with a chart, but especially these cryptos, we see these patterns over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. So if it's forming one now, and it really forms one by turning around in the next hour or two and staying in this zone here, it's going to be another impulsive move to the upside by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. Right? I wouldn't be surprised. So keep an eye on this chart, guys. If you see reversal behavior, bearish behavior, right? If you see the M's, if you see the head and shoulders, if you see, if you're hearing things in the news or whatever, and you combine these things together, as long as it's valid facts in the news, not just some random guy on YouTube. You know, even though I'm a random guy on YouTube, but you definitely want to be careful what sources you trust out there to listen to. Okay, guys. So that's pretty much it for today's video. All right, this is just my quick Shiba update. I think there's more people talking about it. We got celebrities talking about it. We got people pumping money into it that never invested in their life. We got the anticipation of Robinhood announcing, this any freaking day now, and that can cause a massive explosion. People are thinking cryptos are going to be on the move and be bullish, until at least some people are thinking the holidays, right, which is right around the corner. So just pay attention, be smart, and if you are up dramatically, profit is profit. You know what I mean? Like, you do what you want to do with your money, but profit is profit. You can never go broke taking profit. All right, guys, that's it for today. Once again, I'm Bruce Neal with Bullish Currency, and I will see you guys on the next one.